Hello everyone and welcome back to Car Venus 14. Now today, as you can clearly see, the layout of things we're doing today is little bit different because what happened last time was I tried to do this earlier this morning, but the problem was my screen recorder couldn't record the images I wanted to show you. So yeah, that video is actually up for 3 hours. I deleted it now, so no point going to check. It's not there. And thanks to those 8 people that actually watched it. But sorry, that video is now gone. This is now the proper video. So yeah, I had to put it in well, theater mode because this was the biggest I could get without the screen recorder not working. So yeah, let's get on with the video then. So Need for Speed are back at it with customization, and there are some big retailers that are coming back to Need for Speed Heat. For rims, BBS, HRE wheels, Rotiform and Rays are coming back. Works might also be coming back as well for body kits and all that. But for rims wise, Rotiform, Rays, HRE wheels, and BBS are definitely coming back. Wings, like rear wing wise, AR Performance are definitely coming back, as well as Ghost and Need for Speed. They're definitely going to be creating their own body kit options and everything. Works will probably be coming back with as well with body kits and all that. So yeah, that's some things you guys can look forward to. Now moving on to the next point, which is the cops. Now, as I said before, the cops were very aggressive, but we have been told, now this is actually kind of old news now, but still, I'll say anyway, cops will be free roam, so they will be activated while you're doing free roam as well, which is good because that was really fun. Back in Need for Speed 2015, free roam cops was so fun, and then they got rid of it in Need for Speed Payback, which, well, it didn't have the same, like, you know, thriller level as the 2015 game did. So yeah, we're back in Heat with some more Need for Speed cops. And moving on to the next point, the online aspect. So online will be available, I think, either as soon as Need for Speed Heat comes out, or either like a few days later. So yeah, I don't really have any information on what time it will come up at, but yeah. So talking about online anyway, in Need for Speed Payback, you could actually have up to 8 people, I think, using one network in order to free roam. Now you can have up to 16 players on one using one network for Need for Speed Heat. 16, so that's double what we had in Need for Speed Payback, which is really cool. This just goes to show like how much time and effort actually went into creating Need for Speed Heat. They really did think about our comments and concerns. They pulled through, and it's, well, definitely worth it. I mean, if you haven't seen the trailer still, then what are you doing, honestly? It's 35. It's 35th on the list for number one for trending. Personally, it should be up higher, but still, that's good enough. So yeah, 16 players up to, on online, which is really crazy. I mean, 16 players using one internet. I'm not sure how the game is actually going to be able to support that because 16 players, that's a lot of like data to support. So I'm not sure if it's actually going to be laggy or if it's going to be like running really smooth. So, I mean, that's an interesting part to see. It will probably be running smooth, but then again, in Need for Speed 2015, things were laggy when it came to online. Well, the PC version was anyway, so yeah, for those PC gamers out there, you may have a bit of problem when it comes to online, but PS4 guys, oh my god, sorry about that. PS4 guys and Xbox, make sure to have fun with the online stuff. So yeah, now coming on to probably one of the biggest points of this video, have Khyzyl Saleem. Khyzyl Saleem has actually been working with Need for Speed and EA and Ghost in order to create some of the car designs that you're seeing in this trailer right now. If you guys don't know who Khyzyl Saleem is, go and check out his Instagram. It's the Khyzyl, I believe, the _Khyzyl. he makes some crazy body modifications to cars. Like he actually created a few on this in this trailer as well. Now the the Polestar one you're seeing right here, the design, the wide body, the design, the canards, the wing, he created that. From the bodywork to the paint, he was the one that created that. So props to Khyzyl, man. He did an amazing job with it, seriously. And Khyzyl has created on so many cars. He's worked on so many cars in the past. I'm talking from sleepers all the way to the hypercars. He's even messed around with Ferrari. So Ferrari, if you let us do what Khyzyl did in real life on Need for Speed Heat, I will appreciate you forever. So yeah, not that I appreciate you already. I mean, I love you guys, Ferrari. Honestly, amazing. So yeah. Anyway, some of Khyzyl Saleem's cars, um, there if you get the deluxe edition of Need for Speed Heat, you will get 4 Khyzyl Saleem edition cars. That's what they're called. So the first car is a Khyzyl Saleem Mitsubishi Evo 10. Second car is a Khyzyl Saleem BMW i8. A Khyzyl Saleem Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG Coupe, and the last one is a Khyzyl Saleem Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport. And I will tell you now, we've got 2 images of those in Need for Speed Heat on their Instagram page, as you can clearly see the tab up here. We're going to be popping over to that one. So yeah, we've got the Mitsubishi Evo and the Corvette that is available for us to actually look at. And also there's another surprise that I'd like to show you there as well before we do get into the cars. Coming on to the 5th point now, I believe, we have some gameplay footage. Yep, that's right, Need for Speed Heat, I mean Ghost and EA have released one official post on their Instagram page about the gameplay. Here it is. Yep, that's it. This right here. I'm pretty sure some of you guys may have seen this already, because I know a lot of YouTubers have been releasing this out a lot earlier than I did. I mean, this got released a day ago, so to be honest, I'm not that late, but some other YouTubers managed to get their hands on it a lot earlier, so you may have seen it already. But anyway, if you didn't, then here it is. This is as you can tell, the Dodge Viper. Now, I would like to point out a few things in this. So, first of all, the lighting, the emphasis on lighting in this screenshot is immense. I mean, there's actually a comparison image, but I actually couldn't get my hands on that. So there was actually a comparison image between Need for Speed 2015, Need for Speed Payback, and Need for Speed Heat. This one right here, and the lighting has greatly improved since 2015, massively. If you put all 3 of those screenshots next to each other, they look the same. And by the way, the screenshot is literally the same. I mean, like, I'm talking about the same angle in each picture, the same car with the same body kit options and the same color. Everything is the same apart from the scenery and the day of the time of day. In 2015 was obviously night. Payback, it was in morning. It was like morning time. This is in the night as well. So yeah, but still, you can clearly see that they're like, well, not now. Obviously, I don't have the picture, but you could clearly see the massive emphasis on lighting in this photo. So yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing, as you can see, there are 2 cop cars here. That's a cop car in the distance. This is a cop car here as well. Crown Victorias are both of them. Now, as you can see, they both have health bars in the above their cars, obviously, which with a very Koenigsegg-looking logo. Yeah, so that's definitely the health bars, meaning you can take the cops out during these kind of police chases. Now, this kind of brings an emphasis on free roam cops as well. Why? Because if you look at the map, there's loads of events on the map for whoever's playing, or probably EA themselves are playing this, for them to go. And the person playing this is not in an event because so many icons would not be on the map right now. So it would literally, if he was doing an event, it would just be what, start and then checkpoints and then the finish. So yeah, this definitely proves that free roam. I mean, oh wow, look at this. This confirms free roam cops by Menard's Dex 12 fan. I did not copy it off of him. Okay, I promise you that. Okay, I promise you that I did not get that off of him. So yeah, this puts an emphasis on the free roam cops being available. Now, loads of events going on here. The blue and pink icons, I have a feeling that the blue icons might have something to do with like the time of day events, and the pink icons are like nighttime events, but that wouldn't really make sense, to be honest, because like, why is the pink event on the map if it's nighttime already? So I think these two might be some sort of special event, like in Need for Speed Payback there was those, you know, those heist events. Maybe these have something to do with that. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that heists are back, but if they are, that would be amazing. It looks like it might be because a lot of people are actually saying that Need for Speed Heat has a lot more Fast and Furious vibes than Payback does. So maybe that's like heist missions. I'm not sure. You've also got point-to-point missions here. These two, and that, if you can't make it out, which you probably can't, that's a spray paint can. So probably like a customization shop or something. So yeah. Now moving on to this, actually, wait 1 second, I forgot. Downtown Palm City. Now that's new. That is you know, that's well, it shows which area you're in. So this person right here is in downtown Palm City, and it looks amazing. Anyway, moving up here, this is a heat level. Clearly, I mean the fire and the number 1, that's definitely a heat level. This is the amount of rep you earn. Definitely, like going back to the style in Need for Speed 2015 of how you the rep. And over here, this is the, well, the rev counter, as you can clearly see. So you've got the rev counter here, the red line here, the well, the speed that you're doing, miles per hour, kilometers per hour, whatever, the gear over here, and the nitrous bar on the outside. That's pretty cool. I like how they placed the nitrous bar. It looks really nice. Reminds me of LED lighting. So yeah. So yeah, obviously this being a muscle car, it's got a pretty low red line, around 6,500 RPM. But this just goes to show that with the, if I'm not sure, but this kind of gives me the thing that if you upgrade, like let's say power to your car, like say I put a bit more power in this Viper, like I upgrade the block, the turbo, the camshafts, maybe this red line will actually decrease. So the rev limiter will actually increase. So let's say I upgrade all those things, maybe the red line will start at 8,000 instead of 6,500. I mean, that's what I'm getting from this rev counter right here. But that could be a pretty cool addition, in my opinion. Like, that would be so much cooler. It adds a bit more of an interactive aspect. Like, it actually gives you the urge to upgrade your car to make them more powerful. I don't know if that's proper English. More powerful. So yeah, that would be a lot better in my opinion. But I'm not sure. They might have done it already. If not, Need for Speed, EA, Ghost. If you are watching this, make sure you put that for your next game. I know it's a bit early, but still. I mean, Gamescom isn't even here yet. So yeah. And over here, you've got the damage meter. So I said in my second Need for Speed Heat video that there was going to be a damage meter involved. At the time, I couldn't really get my hands on the thing because on this image because like I said, it was only released a day ago. The video I released, number 2 Need for Speed Heat I released, was something like what, 2 to 3 days ago. So yeah. Anyway, this is the damage meter. So let's say you're driving down here trying to get away from the cops, and just to, I don't know, deal some damage to them, they'll I don't know, lose some damage, but at the same time you will actually take damage yourself. So you have to be very careful when it comes when you drive around Need for Speed Heat, because if you keep crashing into walls, I know a lot of people like to wall grind in Need for Speed and crash into trees and other cars and all that, because, well, it's Need for Speed, you can do whatever you want. Not so much in this game, actually. This game is very, very restricting when it comes to crashing into things. So yeah, if this damage meter gets too low, like here, this is like critical area right here, like right there where the mouse is pointing to, that is critical area. If you get below that, then you are definitely either going to get busted, or because, like, when it comes to physics, the more damage you take, the slower your car will actually be, or the less functioning your car will be. So, well, that's what my guess is. I'm not sure, because Need for Speed being Need for Speed, you could literally just destroy your car and drive at the same speed as you were before when it was completely fine. So, yeah. I'm not sure. That would be pretty cool if the car does, well, the car obviously would take some damage, but it slows down depending on what part actually got hit. So that would be really cool. I'm not sure if the physics are like that yet, but that would be a cool thing to add in, like a future update maybe. So yeah, the whole red counter thing, that could be a future update as well. So yeah, if you do lose all of your well, health, I'm gonna call it, or, well, damage for some of you, if you take if your damage bar gets depleted, so all of it is gone, you will be reset back to the garage, and depending on the time of day you were at, it will reset you to the next time of day, because it will take you like a few hours to actually fix your car again. So yeah, so say let's say I'm speeding it, and I'm speeding the Viper, and I crash like so much that my damage bar gets depleted. I'll be reset in the garage, and the time of day will change to night. So basically, to put that in simpler form, if you crash, if you get destroyed in day, you'll get respawned in night. If you get destroyed at night, you'll get respawned in day. If that makes sense. So yeah, I don't really know what this pink thing is at the bottom here. No idea what that is. Maybe the subtitles, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's too blurry to tell. So yeah, I mean, that's really all for this picture. Anyway, moving on to the next picture. This is one of the Khyzyl Saleem cars. This is Khyzyl Saleem's Corvette. So this is the Khyzyl Saleem edition Corvette. As you can see, there's a lot of emphasis on lighting again over here, and the amount of detail that actually went into this game, you can tell, because the amount of gaps in the palm trees are so realistic. The tire smoke here looks so crispy clear. The road as well. The road looks like, the road is like real. Like, it's not perfectly smooth like a normal road should be. Obviously, there's going to be a few cracks and potholes, because, well, you're in Miami in USA. It's what, 45 degrees out there. The road's obviously going to freeze and thaw, onion skin and all that. So, onion skin weathering. So yeah, again, this puts more emphasis on customization as well. So you got the splitters that are coming back. You got rims, like I said, HRE. That logo right there in the center, if you can't see it, that's HRE right there. Yeah, customization of the rims, like color and all that, that's coming back. Exhaust customization is coming back, because I can tell you, the Corvette does not have side exhausts. It has rear exhausts. I mean, all of you could probably know that. So yeah, exhaust customization, probably. Those are the stock mirrors. Rear wing customization, like I said. If you can see, the rear wheel has a bit of camber at the back, so that might put more emphasis. That's putting emphasis on bringing back stance tuning from Need for Speed 2015. Need for Speed Payback also had stance tuning, but the problem with Need for Speed Need for Speed Payback had with that 2015 had. So Need for Speed Payback, you could do camber and slam the car, like in Need for Speed 2015 you could. But in Need for Speed 2015 you could actually bring the wheels of the car out even further to suit the wide body flares that you might add. In Need for Speed Payback you couldn't really do that. So hopefully in this game they kind of bring that back, because that looks like a rear fender to me right there. So I hope I hope track width has come back to this to Need for Speed Heat, because I really missed that in Need for Speed Payback. So yeah, that, I mean, anything else to talk about? Obviously the paint. I mean, the paint, the colors are very similar to the Need for Speed Heat logo. I mean, look, you got pink and purple over here, you got the blue over here, and then you got the light blue over here. It's clearly like trying to match with the colors of the Need for Speed Heat logo. So yeah, that's this one. That's this Corvette then. Moving on to the second picture, we've got the Mitsubishi Evo, the Khyzyl Saleem Mitsubishi Evo. Yes, the Evo is back and it looks amazing. Like, so yeah, so first thing that actually draws my attention into this is not the car itself, it's actually the terrain that the car is drifting on. As you can clearly see, that's not road, that is sand. So the Mitsubishi Evo is drifting on sand. So I don't know, is this kind of hinting to off-road racing coming back? I mean, I'm not so sure. I mean, it might be, because the car's definitely raised. It's not slammed. It's not raised too much, and it's not lowered to, like, slammed level. So, maybe it puts an emphasis on the Mitsubishi Evo. And plus, because it's a Mitsubishi Evo, it's a rally car, so taking it off-road does make sense. So, I'm not sure. Are Need for Speed actually hinting that off-road racing might be back? We know street racing is definitely back. We know drift racing is definitely back. Drag racing most probably is going to come back, but off-road racing, that's still a bit of an if question. In the trailer, we saw a 911 GT3 and a Viper racing on sand as well in the nighttime shot. So yeah, I mean, maybe we might be getting a off-road racing back. I'm not sure, but other than that, I mean, we might be. Anyway. Just we might be. I can't say anything more. Couldn't think right there for a second. So yeah, as you can see, more emphasis on customization. You got canards as well. Canards are coming back. So yeah, front bumper customization, because that hole is never there in the real Mitsubishi Evo. You got hood customization as well, livery customization, obviously, side skirt customization, wing mirror customization, and rear spoiler customization. So, and obviously, you can't have a JDM car without a wide body kit, to be honest. I mean, you can't have a Need for Speed game without wide body kits. And another voice crack, crying out loud. I'm not going through puberty here, guys. I can tell you that now. So yeah, these are the only two cars that we actually got: the Khyzyl Saleem Evo and the Khyzyl Saleem Grand Sport. The other two cars, we don't have an actual footage of it yet, but stay tuned, because you never know, those two cars may come out. And subscribe, because you definitely want to keep up with the news that I'm going to be posting. So yeah, also we're moving on to the last picture. The last picture brings us back to the last video, or the last video that we did, or the previous video that we did, I think. So yeah, this is the collector's edition pack. So as you can clearly see, it's got the stuff I actually mentioned in the last video: the collector's box, the notebook, the steel bookcase, the Need for Speed magnets, the stickers, and the collectible Polestar 1 model, the small scale model. So it's 1:43 ratio, and this Volvo, oh, for crying, the Polestar, man, get it right. Okay, the Polestar, this design, you can see right here, Khyzyl Saleem actually designed that. There's no actual pictures of it on his Instagram, so this is probably the best that we can get to. So yeah, this is the Khyzyl Saleem Polestar 1, and I will tell you, the price of the deluxe edition I don't actually know, but the price of the collector's edition, if you did see the last video, I told you guys it was going to be £100. Now, for a collector's edition, that is very cheap. That is very cheap. If you want to for a comparison, I know this is going like off topic of racing here, but for comparison, the Mortal Kombat 11 Collector's Edition was actually £370, and that one you had a Scorpion's Mortal Kombat 11 mask, the full game with the DLC and extra costumes for the characters, and a Mortal Kombat case as well, I think. So yeah, you only got like about 3 items, but a lot of game content definitely. So yeah, £370 for a fighting game. For any game, to be honest, that's quite expensive. But Mortal Kombat's Mortal Kombat. I mean, I guess they can afford to put it at that price. But Need for Speed, like, that's actually quite cheap, especially with the reputation that Need for Speed actually have with their games. I thought it was going to be a lot more expensive, around £200 at least, but it's very cheap at £100, which, I mean, that's saving money, and a lot of people have actually bought this already. A lot of people actually bought the Need for Speed Heat Collector's Edition pack. So yeah, another voice crack for crying out loud. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, I mean, this is really it on the official Need for Speed post. What's this? Is this the oh, this is just the gameplay trailer. So yeah, JDM Lover, he was partnered with this as well. Hustle by day, risk all by night. So like I said, that's more like I said, you'll be earning money at the day in like daytime races, and you'll be earning rep in nighttime races as well. If you guys did miss that video, be sure to go and check that one out. So yeah, I'll see if I can find Khyzyl Saleem. There it is, the Kaiser. So yeah, here's his Instagram. So yeah, like, I will go on one of his comments actually on this Need for Speed Heat. Need for Speed Heat. This has been the last 2 years of my life, and the reason why there hasn't been many renders. Go check out Need for Speed for the full trailer. Didn't think I'd ever get to say I designed a hero car and a cover car for Need for Speed, but this Polestar was one of 2. So there's only 2 of these Polestars in the world right now. Okay? Only 2. That makes it, I think, the rarest car in the world, actually. The rarest car in the world was, before this, was the Koenigsegg CCXR Trivieta. That was, only 3 of those cars were made, by the way. So this, I think, is the rarest car in the world right now. Unless you count the Devo. So yeah, the Devo maybe. And on top of that, pre-ordering the deluxe edition means you get 4 unique and special Khyzyl Saleem kitted cars with body kits I designed. Okay? And right here, this is what I want to bring to right here. Okay? I designed a hero car and a cover car. Okay? Not the cover car bit, a hero car. So, what does that actually mean? Well, for starters, the hero car might either be different to the Polestar 1, which is the cover car, or the Polestar 1 is the hero car. So that one of 2 options here. The Polestar 1 is either, the Polestar 1's definitely the cover car, but the Polestar 1 could also be the hero car as well. Like, usually when it comes to Need for Speed games, the cover car is usually the car that the hero, like that the player usually ends up using, like Need for Speed Most Wanted, that the M3 was yours. So yeah, that's really the most Need for Speed I can get out of this guy. So he's been working on this game for 2 years. So ever since Payback basically came out, the last 2 years of his life he spent on this game. And like, just look at the stuff that he's been doing. Look at his kits. Look at his designs. That is so... I mean, look at this Huracan. Look at this Huracan right here. Look, he's basically shaved off the whole car, fitted a crazy wide body kit to it, and added 2 turbos on the back. How much do you want to bet that this makes more than 1,000 horsepower? And what the hell? Okay. Whoa. This is the first time I'm actually seeing this, by the way. Wow. Are those neon tires? Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's so... what the hell? Ultimate Rice Mobile right here. I don't care what you guys think, that's amazing. Jesus Christ, what has he done to it? He's done an amazing job, that's what I'll tell you. An amazing job. So yeah, he's actually a big fan of RX-7s, as you can clearly see, because there's loads of RX-7s. I think that might be his personal car. So yeah, oh wow, oh hello, Lamborghini Aventador SV, I think, SC18 Alston. Oh, so this is basically a special edition Aventador, I think, and it looks mean and definitely not clean. That wide body, those canards, the stance. See, like Need for Speed, amazing job. Thank you for teaming up with this guy, because he knows what he can mod. He can do really cool things. I mean, look at that. Look at okay, fine, forget that, but still, look at this. Forget the number plate, okay? That's crazy, honestly. I'm sorry, I'm going off topic here, but anyway, Need for Speed did an amazing job with teaming up with this guy. And look, he's done this to a Ferrari Testostra. He's done this. Ferrari, are you gonna complain now? You gonna complain now? You better not, because I love it. Like the amount of the angle on the camber. He's basically kept everything stock, except he's just lowered it and added camber. Oh my lord, it looks amazing. See, Ferrari, I just wished we could do that with your car. We better be able to do it in this game, because if we're not, oh, bad things are coming your way. I'm just joking, Ferrari. Don't worry, I love you guys. Anyway, so yeah, that rim's mad. Absolutely. What is that? The fourth voice crack this video. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going off topic now. So yeah, guys, that's been it for this video. So yeah, any questions, comments or concerns, put them in the comment section below. I know the layout of this video has been different because well, I couldn't really do it on full screen. The screen recorder wouldn't allow it. So yeah. Anyway, I have been Car Venus 14 and still am. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day and definitely the rest of the days to come, because for those of you guys who are going to Gamescom, lucky people, absolutely lucky people. I won't be there, unfortunately, so yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for gameplay to be released. I mean, there's definitely going to be a lot of things on Need for Speed channel on the Need for Speed channel anyway. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy that video, please like and subscribe. If you want to stay tuned for even more Need for Speed Heat news videos, there will be a lot more coming out, especially in the weeks to come. Okay, so stay tuned for that and subscribe if you want to get news on Need for Speed Heat. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which I don't know when it will be. So yeah, goodbye.